With your eyes closed, I'll invite you to settle in and find the lightest, easiest version of your breath. Very gentle in and a very gentle out, keeping it as light as possible, as easy as possible. And if there's anywhere that you're holding tension or tightness, see if you can whisper to that body part, it's okay to let go. So it might be the jaw or the shoulders or the low back, or there might be some other part of your body that still feels like it wants to really tense up. And all we can do is give ourselves permission and give ourselves time. These things don't happen automatically, and they sometimes take a long time. That's okay. You might like to set an intention. It's nice to set these in present tense, something that you'd like to call more of into your life. Send it out to the universe. Let the universe help conspire to make it so. You might have your own intention, or you can borrow mine. I allow myself to let go. And then if you like, you can pull the breath down into the low belly and into the sides of the abdomen, and also into the back by the kidneys, really pulling 360 degrees, letting the whole body expand and contract. And we'll do 10 breaths like this, inhaling to expand and exhaling to soften. And then 9, inhaling to expand and exhaling to soften. And if you lose track, it's no big deal. Just start again. And if you get to 0 quickly, no big deal. We'll just start again. And then wherever you are, you can let go of the counting. We'll do 1 more breath into the belly, the sides, the back. And then the longest, slowest exhale of your day. And then let yourself relax into what's holding you, into your hips, the feet, whatever's touching the earth. Acknowledge where that is. It could be something under the hands or arms. If you have a back on your chair, maybe the low back is touching something. And see if you can soften any of those places. Sometimes we're unnecessarily holding ourselves where we could really relax, soften, melt into what's beneath us. And you make it easier. With every exhale, can you let go a tiny bit? Can you remind yourself that you're safe? There's nowhere else you need to be right now. There's nothing else you need to do right now. Sometimes the mind doesn't like being still, and it will try to distract you with many, many thoughts. It will try to tell you these thoughts are very important. Usually the thoughts are one of two types. Sometimes the mind wants to pull us into the past so that we can repeat and rehash and relive and ruminate over something that has already happened. And other times the mind wants to pull us into the future and give us something to worry about or speculate on, give us a list of tasks we have yet to do, or reminders for things that have not yet happened. Sometimes it's a combination of both. And this is fine. This is what the mind does. This is very normal. And if this is happening to you, know that you are in good company. But we don't have to follow the thoughts. They can arise and we can be observers. We can say, that's very interesting. But we don't have to, one, recognize the thought as true. Sometimes our thoughts are true, but many times they're baseless. Many times our worries or our interpretation of what has happened or what will happen are not based in reality. And often, especially if these are future thoughts and there's a lot of worry, it's not really grounded in what's probably going to happen. So we can simply say, that's interesting, and not follow it, let it stop. And usually after we don't follow the thoughts for a while, the mind calms down. And the thoughts get quieter. And we can come back to the present moment. And we may need to come back to the present moment 100 times. That's fine. That is the mindfulness. That is the work. 100 times over. I'll invite you to join me for some 4-7-8 breathing. This breathing pattern is a very relaxing pattern. But if it doesn't work for you, you can simply come back to gentle in, gentle out. But if you want to try it, it's an inhale for about 4 seconds. Hold the breath at the top for about 7. And then a long, slow exhale to the count of 8. And then repeating in for 4, hold for 7, and long, slow exhale for 8. Repeating like that. Wherever you are, we'll do one more round of breath like this. Inhaling for 4, holding the breath for 7, and the longest, slowest exhale of your day so far. Letting go of the breathing pattern and letting the breath return to whatever feels natural in your body. Observing how you feel, any changes in the body, in the mind. Returning to the areas of the body that are touching the earth, the feet, the hips, maybe the low back, the hands. What's grounding you? And can you melt into it even a tiny bit more? You might call your intention back to the front of your mind, repeating it, thanking it for showing up for you today. Maybe making the tiniest, smallest commitment possible to live that intention after this session ends. And then we'll take one final breath together in through the nose and out through the mouth with a sigh. Thinking about what part of the body might like to move first. The fingers and the toes, or the jaw and the neck, maybe the shoulders. You might like to twist or move organically. When you're ready, you can gently blink open your eyes. And before you get up and move and go into the rest of the day, just take some stock, look around, see what you can see. Maybe identify a few things. Where is your body? Within the room? Within the house? Thanks for practicing with me today.